when our government announced that they will honor Mullikan sir with Arjuna Award. So, like, of course, after Mullikan sir, you instantly pop up in my mind that I have to speak with you because of you, you made me aware about this legendary man.
Correct, correct. But you see, that's the reason why I made this film, because when I heard this story for the first time, for me, the first reaction was that this cannot be true. It's impossible that such a person exists and we don't know about it. How can we not know about a person? But then gradually, when I managed to meet him and I heard the whole story and we verified the story, from the army, from the Olympic Committee, I was shocked. And I said, come what way, this has to be my next film because I think it's criminal as a country if we let this story, go unnoticed or if we forget a hero such as this. And that's why I, started making Chandu Champion.
Sir, absolutely. I feel bad. Like, I had no idea about Mullikan sir before watching Chandu Champion. I would be honest. And I felt why I didn't know about this man. Like, he is
Yes,
so multi-talented. He has done so much for our country, right?
yes.
And through your film, we got to know about this man. So I really want to know what was your meeting post film with Mullikan sir? What he said to you?
So, of course, we kept meeting him before when we were scripting and when we were doing the research, we would meet many times and, get the whole story. And then, of course, at some point when our research was in a way over
Yeah.
and we started filming, then we didn't meet him for a very long time. He came twice during the filming to visit us when we were shooting in Pune. He came and the whole family came and, introduced the HODs and the actors and everything. But then after that, straight away he came for the premiere that we had for the army chief in Delhi. And, you know, he actually didn't speak much that day because he was so emotionally overcome that he was, obviously moved and he was crying. And that day he just, held my hand and he and his son and they said, thank you so much. And then they sort of went back to the hotel. And that day I didn't want to like, ask
Yeah.
them, ki, acha, kaise lagi, kya hua, ye hua. I said, he's too emotionally overwhelmed because imagine he was, a foot soldier, and on that day he was basically sitting next to the army chief. On
Yeah.
his right side was the chief of army staff. On the left side was the vice chief of army staff, and then they all got up and saluted him. At the end of the film, there were so many top generals and brigadiers over there, and they all stood up and saluted Murlikant Petkar. So it was a very overwhelming moment for him. It's only later than when he came to Bombay for the film premiere here that then we sat and we chatted, and he was really happy that with the way the film has come. He was really impressed by the way Karthik had managed to learn all the skills of being able to box like an international middleweight boxer, being able to swim as a paraplegic without the use of his legs, and also was very impressed by the way he had gone through the whole physical transformation of his
Yeah.
physique. So, and since then we've always been in touch. We keep sort of exchanging notes, and whenever he's become very active now. Post the film, unfortunately he's being invited by a lot of people to come and speak about his life experiences, and so yeah, I'm so happy that this recognition is coming to him.
So did you manage to speak with him today?
Today I have not actually. Today has been a bit of a busy day, but
Yeah.
after this I'm going to call Arjun. His son actually works in an ordnance factory, so his phone is not available during the day, but in the evening is when it comes on. So I will call him now and I'll speak to the family.
So, like, I'm sure he must be proud of you because you brought his life to the big screen in a very beautiful, I would say, in a fairy tale narration. You
Yes.
opted for a fairy tale narration because when I watched the film, the visuals were also lukewarm and like you narrated in a very fairy tale manner. So, was it always like in your mind that you wanted to narrate in a fairy tale manner?
So see, it's a true story,
Yeah.
and obviously everything that we've shown in the film is true and it's authentic. It's been checked by our research and all the dates and the details. But because the story itself, I remember when I narrated it to my director of photography, Sudeep Chatterjee, he said, "यार ये तो बिल्कुल ऐसे मतलब लग रहा है कि कोई एक It is a fairy tale.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm glad you're saying that because I want to, the treatment needs to be like fairy tale-ish because it is a story that is so unbelievable.
Yeah.
मतलब, it's a story where if this was not a true story, if somebody had written a fiction piece, somebody would have said, यार ये क्या तुमने लिख दिया कुछ भी कैसे हो सकता है कि a man after having been shot 9 times can go on to win the gold medal at the Paralympics. But this was a true story, and we said, okay, so let's give it that little fairy tale-ish quality. And as you noticed, through the way our lighting was, through the
Yeah.
way our lensing was, through the way our production design was, so everybody was given that brief that it'll be a little a touch of a fairy tale to it.
Absolutely. So while filming the project, like, was there thought in your mind, will you be able to do the justice? Were there hiccups? Were there challenges?
See, every film comes with its own challenges, and of course, a true story comes with immense challenges because you're dealing with something which is you can't change too many things. Of course, little bit creative liberties you can take with people, places, characters, but beyond the point you can't. You have to stay true to the story. So the challenge is always to how to tell an engaging story and keeping it to the facts. But in Murlikant Petkar's story, I don't think we really faced that challenge because the story itself is so fantastical that it was actually the problem was what do we keep out because there is actually so much more in his story. There are other sports that he played.
Yeah.
Also, he didn't win the gold medal in that. So for us, it was at some point कि अब कितना दिखा सकते हैं अल्टीमेटली तो हमें 2-2.5 घंटे की फिल्म बनानी है सो द प्रॉब्लम वाज कितना निकालें और कितना रखें.
So, like, when you sat with Mulligan sir, like, how was the storytelling? Like, did he used to share the story in a chronological order? How was the meeting?
No. So it's actually never like that. The thing is that people, a normal regular person is not a storyteller, right?
Yeah.
They think, even this was my experience in 83 when I was speaking to Kapil Dev and the rest of the team. The story comes in bits and pieces. It's not, and also you're talking about something that happened like in 83, it happened 40 years ago. In this case, it happened, 50, 60 years ago. So it's not, everything is not clear. But the more you sit with them and the more you sort of keep, provoking things with them, but धीरे-धीरे चीजें उनके ज़हन में आती है and it keeps going. So I think the idea is to spend enough time to get all the stories, and then it's up to you as a script writer of how to finally tell the story. And for me, it was very important because a very important aspect of this film was that it's a forgotten story.
Yeah.
That's why the film begins with the old man who's angry. And ironically, today we're sitting when he's got the Lifetime Arjuna Award. But actually, the film begins with when he goes to the police station to fight for the Arjuna Award and says, "Ki mujhe kyun nahi diya abhi tak?"
Life the circle.
Absolutely, absolutely. And in that film, sometimes I say that Shreyas Talpade's character, who's the inspector, who's laughing and who's not believing him, is in a certain way, it was me who first, when I was hearing the story, I was also saying, "Ye kaise ho sakta hai? This is unbelievable." So it's interesting that we started the film with that, and now he's got the Lifetime Achievement Arjuna Award. Yeah, I'm just really happy that this is happening with Mullikan sir, because the one thing that I did feel, which in a certain way I also represented in the beginning of the film, is I felt that he felt let down by the country. When I met him, he's not the kind of person who would complain. But you could make out that there's a man who's feeling that why didn't I get the recognition that was due to me, especially at the time when I did it. And I'm so glad that after this film, he's getting that recognition. People are talking about him. Journalists are writing about him. They're interviewing him. He's being invited to places to speak about it. And now this new, this award that has given recognized him. So that's what makes me happiest about the film.